Hey everyone, Shoe Shack Redemption back to continue the 98-99 season for your Indiana Pacers. We are sitting at 37-5 at the All-Star break. Coming off a couple of losses recently before the All-Star break. We've got Kevin Garnett out for probably the rest of the regular season, or close to it. I think he broke his leg, if I recall correctly. So we traded for Charles Barkley because the whole starting Ben Wallace or Theo Ratliff or whoever I was trying wasn't working very well. I don't think I started Dirk, but when he was playing, it was awful. He's a rookie, so having some struggles. So we are going to continue going here, hopefully with some victories. So let's get to it as we kick off February. Well, 3 wins, 2 by lots of points. This one by 17 over the Raptors, who are decent. So there's Barkley with 18 and 7. He missed only one shot. Peyton was close to a triple-double. Good game, pretty much all around. Stockton only shot twice, but didn't really need to do more than that. Shaq 2 for 11 from the line. Didn't notice that till just now. That's not very good. Muggsy Bogues leads their team with 19 points, averaging 7 and 11. I meant to look. When did we get Barkley? He wasn't playing there. We traded Ori for him. I don't see Ori there either. That's where Nowitzki was doing his awful, awful thing. There's Barkley. So he had 8 and 10. We played against Ori. 10 and 10, 5 assists. Then we went to the All-Star break. Okay, so he only played 2 games with us, I think, before the break. Because Ori was still on the team at that point. Okay. All right, continuing here. That's a 52-point win over the Hornets, who aren't bad. Grant Hill with a huge game, 32. Only shot 1 free throw somehow in 24 shots. He missed it as well. Shaq with a big double-double. Peyton with a nice one. Kobe good. Stockton 15 assists, 12 points as well. 5 steals. Huge game. Ratliff randomly scores 8 points. Barkley only 5 and 9 that time. 2 steals though and 3 blocks. Don't know what's up with that. Hornets, we got Van Horn leading the way. Beat the Hawks by 40. They're pretty bad. They've got Ray Allen and Anton, and that's about it. Allen's scoring has dropped a bit. Jamison having a solid rookie year. Oh, Shaq, 34 and 21. Those might both be season highs. I'll have to go look. Kobe, 21, nice. Peyton's having a good stretch of games here. I haven't really looked at how's Vince doing. Shooting over 50%. Nice. It's 13 minutes per game. All right, let's see. Were those both season highs? No, he scored 39, 1 point, but the rebounds were a season high. Almost a league high. Weber got 22 at some point. Isaiah Ryder made 7 threes, evidently. All right, keep on rolling here. Steve Nash has sprained his ankle. Even though he's day-to-day, even if he comes back, I'm not going to let him play this next game. We are going to let, it looks like Ron Harper play. Well, Peyton can play the point guard, so we can just give more minutes to Vince. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. See what the lineup looks like. We'll give him to Elliott for now. I think I made a no Garnett lineup down here. Yeah. Except it was before I traded for Barkley, it looks like. No. This is not my no Garnett lineup. That is my brother's. Garnett lineup from our other ones. So I think I saved the no KG. There we go. That looks more like it. Alright, so we've got Harper, but it really should be Peyton and Stockton playing point guard. And we can give a few more, because we had Peyton all the way down to 31 minutes because he was not doing very well. So let's give Peyton those. Give Vince Sanity some of these. Kobe. Kobe's getting some big time minutes here. Peyton. Alright, Stockton's all the way up to 31. I don't know how I feel about that. Seems like too much for him. Kobe 26, Carter 21. That would probably be switched there. That seems alright. So going 9-man while Nash is out for probably a game, I'm guessing. Should be able to handle that, I hope. Guess we'll just see how far we get. We gotta keep scouting people. I think, oh no, we're not quite done with all the real people, but probably pretty close. A lot of small forwards. Alright, so we are going to get through this game and then put Nash back in. So no KG. Like that. Probably let Stockton play one more of those, or actually Peyton. Let Nash ease his way back in a little bit, as if 1 minute matters that much. I don't know. Hopefully Vince did good in those extra minutes. We'll see here soon enough. So we're back to 10-man. Alright, more wins. Only a 6-point win over the Celtics. They're not great. Clifford Robinson got 25 points on me. Damon Jones in his second year. Looks like he's starting for them. He sure is. He barely played. He played 7 games last year. Looks like in garbage time. Made 4 threes. But Shaq has a new season high there, 40 points. Alright. So it seems like Barkley is setting Shaq free. Garnett might have been a little too active next to Shaq. I mean, Shaq was actually, he's scoring a lot more than he has been. Peyton fouled out in this one. So this was the game Nash got hurt, right? Yes. Nash got hurt in this game by playing extra minutes because Peyton fouled out, which made Stockton, he didn't actually play extra. So Shaq played extra. Whatever. We were 1 for 4 from downtown. That's pathetic. And then without Nash, we won by 24 against the mediocre Cavs. Peyton liked playing more point guard, it looks like. Shaq settled down. For some reason, played 39 minutes. Why did he play 39 minutes? Hard to say. Nobody fouled out. I mean, Peyton and Carter were close, but so was Shaq. Stockton with another double-double. Carter did do well in his extra minutes. That's cool. For the Cavs, it's Scottie Pippen getting 18 points, having a solid year. Beat the Bucks by 12. They are awful. So probably should have beat them by more. They have nobody on their team. Cedric Sabalas averaging almost 20 points. Shaq with another good one. Stockton's getting more double-doubles here lately. Like, he's had at least 3 in the games we just simulated. He's only got 14 on the season. Although he's already on pace for more than he did last year, which is kind of weird because he's averaging less. Well, maybe he's not on pace. He's probably looking for about the same. I guess with Garnett out, people's points per game will be going up a little bit. Except for Grant Hill, evidently, who was 3 for 13. Also didn't shoot a free throw again. Why is he not getting to the line? Beat the T-Wolves by 24. Bobby Jackson. Here's third-year Peja averaging 20 a game. There's Hill, 28. Shaq fouled out in 24 minutes. That's not great. There's Stockton with another double-double. Barkley fouled out as well. So Wallace and Ratliff got to play some extra. Ratliff was awful, 1 for 6. Alright, let's go ahead and give Nash his 1 minute back, I guess. Let's see how people are doing here in February so far. Stockton's been awesome. Dirk's not playing. Carter's been awesome. Hill's been great. Barkley's shooting 50%. Nice. 9 points, 8 rebounds. That's perfect for him. Peyton has stepped it up. Ben Wallace has not been good. So we could probably take some minutes from Wallace. Nash has also been good. Shaq shooting 71%. Seems like Wallace can lose one. We can give Nash his minute back here. It's hard to take minutes from Kobe, but it has to happen. So I already gave a couple to Ratliff because Wallace wasn't great. Where else can that happen? We could also push Barkley to play more. I don't know about that at this point in his career. Let's do that and that. Try it. And go through a week here. Get 3 days off at least. Beat the Bulls by 1. That's close. Sonics by 25, though. Playing a lot of teams under 500 so far. Gugliotta, look at the consistency there. Between 13 and 18 points every single year for the Seattle Supersonics. Shooting 50% the last 3 years. Playing over 30 minutes almost every year. Solid piece for Seattle. Next to Tim Duncan, who's averaging almost 26 points per game because he's playing 40 minutes a game. Oh boy. Shaq 21. Kobe got to the line a lot. Peyton. Barkley's getting quite a few rebounds. I don't know what his... Is he still super good at rebounding? 90 and 81, I'd say so. Not sure how that compares to Garnett. Beat the Nets by 17. They're one of the better teams in the East. Magic Johnson leading the way with 14 points. He has finally announced his retirement after playing 20 years in the league. So he will be making the playoffs. So one final playoff run for Irvin. Shaq 28 and 11. Pretty good games going on. Ratliff 0 for 4. The Bulls 28 and 26. Not sure why we had a hard time with them. Carter fouled out in 7 minutes. That's one of the worst I've ever seen. He also scored 8 points in those 7 minutes. Shaq only got to the line for 1 shot, which is why we shot the best percentage probably of this entire simulation. Well, since getting Shaq at least. Barkley probably shouldn't be our second leading scorer when we've got Peyton and Kobe and Shaq and Hill. Vin Baker, 31 and 18. Almost doubled his averages. That is not a season high. It is a season high in rebounds. Alright, moving on here. More scouting to be done. This time we lost to the Bulls, and now Nash is hurt for longer. Evidently the Bulls have some sort of Pacers kryptonite going on. Garnett's down to 1 to 2 months. So it is putting him in line to be ready around the playoffs starting, it seems. Okay, so we did that. We did that. And then Peyton was everywhere. Stockton's out. Just go ahead and take care of all those. I think I took one more away from Stockton though, didn't I? 32. Yeah, it was here. And then this is Kobe, Carter, and these all Carter. Whoops. Not that one. Is that what we're doing? I thought I did. Yeah, I think I did one more here. There we go. 2 stacked. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we lose every now and then, I think. It's a little confusing with so many options on the court. I'm going to go ahead and save this one now. So no KG and no Nash. We had some nice draft picks along the way. Stocking up on draft picks, I'm doing it the Oklahoma City Thunder way. It's a little helpful when you know like how the players' careers turned out. Thanks, Calvin. It's kind of tiring to do them, but it's also really annoying that so many of the tendencies are wrong, even for the players that are on the game. It's like they just randomized everything. So it's nice to get them a little more realistic. So we scored a lot of points on the Warriors. We allowed 3 guys to get over 20 points, though, including 3D. Marbury's averaging 23 points in his 3rd year. Ooh, Shaq. So we also had 3 guys score over 25. Hill fouled out and Barkley fouled out in just 16 minutes. Vince Carter is a scoring machine. Import from... Oh, yeah. It's a good idea. As long as, I don't know, are the historic players, are their tendencies and attributes realistic? I haven't spent as much time looking at the historic tendencies. I guess attributes would be probably fine. So we lost to the Bulls. Again, we couldn't control Vin Baker. Kevin Johnson was 4 of 16. He has just been everywhere. Some of these guys never quite got as good as they did in real life. And then here I am stunting probably a lot of people as well by keeping them loaded with other Hall of Famers around them. Barkley was awful again, fouled out, 1 for 8. John Stockton was 0 for 9. That might be his worst game of his 15-year career. 1.6 assists. That's kind of sad. Kind of sad to be losing to the Bulls by 10. Beat the Rockets by 18. Stockton bounces back and has a random 20-10 game. Barkley's fouling out every game. I think we need to take a couple minutes away from him probably. Sean Kemp, averaging career highs. He was a pacer for many years. Every once in a while I set people free. Kemp I set free after he had I think a ruptured Achilles or something awful like that. Okay, Barkley. you're going to lose a couple minutes here, dude, because something bad's happening to you. Where, though? Could be here. But that would mean I don't really want to give minutes to Wallace. I'd rather give them to Ratliff. But let's take one there. And kind of want to do it here, but that would mean Shaq comes in earlier. And then we have an awful time where Wallace and Ratliff are in together. For 2 minutes of the game, we got awesome shot blockers / rebounders in beside one another. Not a great strategy, but we'll try it. Alright, I'm just going to go through the Wizards game for now so we can check the February awards. Win by 42, I like that. The Wizards are not good. Kobe's up there with 23. Shaq 4 for 15 from the line. Barkley with a double-double in that one. Shot a lot better, so a couple minutes makes a difference maybe. I don't know. Gary Payton fouled out with 9 points. Stockton's been pretty inconsistent. We got T-Mac averaging 19 in his second year. Not a very good looking team, but maybe it will be in the future. Let's go see what's happened around the league. So I did re-sign Shaq. We traded Ori for Barkley in a second. The Lakers traded Mason for PJ Brown. The Mavericks have hired Byron Scott as a head coach. He retired, I don't know, a few years ago. It's cool. I don't know if there's like some data in the background when like certain players retire, they will become coaches, because I don't know if anybody else has noticed. Usually it's people who actually became coaches that become coaches in this. So it's really cool, I think. Will I start a new one with 2K24? We'll see. One thing I realized as I'm like watching the playoffs in real life right now, I've not really played with the current teams too much, and I kind of miss doing that, so we'll see if I take a year off for 2K24 or not. Probably do something. I'm curious to see what they update with the My NBA eras for next year, if they're going to have more options, like more starting points, I mean. Because right now what we can start in right before Jordan, 83, 84, before Shaq, 91, 92, and then before LeBron in 02, 03. I'm guessing they'll add in a 95, 96 for the huge 96 class, and maybe like an 06, 07 for Durant, or maybe before Curry. Hopefully their end game is that you can actually choose any season you want. That would be really cool. It seems like that would be their motivation, is that you can just choose a year and jump in. I really hope that they keep adding some of the players that need to be like key parts of rotations. And I also hope that they can actually have somebody take care of the draft classes, not just with the tendencies and attributes and potentials and all that stuff, but also like there's so many people on the game, either in these eras or on classic teams, that aren't in the draft classes for some unknown reason. It makes no sense to me. There's even a few people in the wrong draft class, I found out. We got Shaq and GP in the running for MVP. Rookie of the Year. Those are pretty good rookies, I would say. Sixth man. Be really cool if I can get Kobe to win it. I really hope so. I was hoping he had a chance last year. Defensive player, Duncan. His rebounds are so obnoxious, and his blocks are almost at 3, so he's pretty much locked that up. Most improved, Van Horn increased almost 6 points per game. Jermaine O'Neal is becoming a bad man. Hopefully his overall gets better than 77. Alright, season awards wise, we had Shaq win another Player of the Week. Player of the Month, also Shaq, along with Chris Webber. So in the West, it's been Duncan and Webber only. Rookie of the Month, we got Jamison and Pierce. Again, these guys are just like taking turns almost. in the West. How's the standings looking? So we got 26 games left. We're 10 games up on the Heat. So hopefully we'll be able to give people some breaks near the end of the season. In the West, the Spurs are up on the Clippers. And the Spurs have, well, right now they have a fake guy starting at shooting guard, it says. So must be some injuries going on. Kenny Anderson's hurt. Guess that would matter. All right, I think we just keep on rolling here into March. Grant Hill is now hurt, bruised left hip. So we're now up to 3 injured people. That is not cool. And 2 of them are my starting forwards. He's down 1. Is he playable? Things are down just a few. I'm guessing he can't move. Well, down 6. Probably should play it safe, and also gives a chance for someone like Kobe or Carter to start. I think I'd rather it be... Ooh, that's tough, actually. I mean, Kobe's much better. I like him a lot more. But he is my main threat off the bench going for 6th man of the year. Ooh. Yeah, let's let Kobe start. I don't have to change. I could keep the minutes as similar as possible. I think Sean Elliott is for sure in the lineup now. I'm going to make sure Hill doesn't play when people foul out and stuff. Because he is playable, but I don't want him to play. I'm glad I saved that lineup with no KG and Nash, so we can start with that one. We are going to put Kobe here. I think Kobe coming back in when Shaq is out from a scoring threat standpoint. I like that idea. We're going to have to do something about that, though. Elliott can't play long stretches. He's pretty old at this point. So he plays here. Then it's Carter. Whoops, I just made him the wrong position. That's Peyton. That's Kobe. He's going to finish the games, I would say. Sean Elliott's definitely not playing that long. I could do something like that, maybe. Carter's up to 27. I don't mind that. 20 for Elliott. I don't know if he can even do that. What is his stamina? He hasn't even, played a game yet for me. But 80 overall is pretty cool to have, at the end of your bench. He's 79, so I'm thinking he can play 20 minutes. We could also give Peyton more minutes. He can play more than 33. But it would have to be in places that Elliott is in, which is not super easy to find. Kobe at 34 is nice. Huh. I think we're just going to try this for a little bit. Does Jordan have any rings? No. He sure doesn't. And poor Michael Jordan, he's been stuck on the Miami Heat, who have not been very good. I mean, the last couple of years, I think they've been a decent seed in the playoffs. But unfortunately, he's at 86 overall. I mean, he's 36 at this point, but he was kind of hovering around 89 overall for a long time. Let me see. Yeah, you can see he kind of maxed out at 90, unfortunately. But he cool enough. He did get drafted by the Bulls in that first draft. You could see he was tearing it up scoring wise, and then he became a free agent after his rookie contract. And the Heat offered him, and the Bulls decided not to match, which is just silly. But his scoring took a huge dip after that, so he's always between 20 and 22, and now this year he's down to 18. So he has won like some All NBAs. Yeah, four All NBAs. He's been an All Star every single year of his career, which is really cool. All defense several times. So solid career, definitely Hall of Famer, but no rings. I actually, a couple times, I tried trading for him just to see, like, can I get him a ring? Because I'm feeling kind of bad about this. Yeah, I can do a quick. Let me finish this week, and then I'll do a quick look at the league history. All right. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Did I already look at this one? Yes, I did. So we got a 41-point win over the Suns. Are they terrible? No, they're not. They've got Stackhouse and Iverson, which is kind of neat because they started off their careers in Philly, and this one they're starting off in Phoenix. Iverson's scoring a lot. Shaquille O'Neal. So you take away a Garnett and a Hill, and Shaq is going to get his points. He doesn't need to play 40 minutes, though, guys. I guess that's because Hill got hurt. I don't know how that works out. You take Hill off the court, so you put Shaq out there more when you're up by 40? Come on, 2K. Kobe fouled out. Hill got hurt while he was fouled out? Or maybe he got hurt in the Pistons game. I don't know. He got hurt on his foul? I didn't even realize Barkley fouled out, too. We had so many fouls. We had 40 fouls as a team. 4 guys fouled out, and 2 more had 5. What are we doing? We sent them to the line 55 times. It wasn't even Iverson. He had 4. Wow. That was fun. 26-point win. The Pistons are one of the best teams in the East as well. We got Kobe and Shaq at the top. That's fun. Okay, so Hill did play this game. This is the one he got hurt. Thankfully, we did not foul as much this time. Barkley didn't make a field goal. Jamal Mashburn, who started in Detroit, signed with Houston, then I traded for him for the rest of that year, or last year, and then I traded him to Detroit. That was, forget who I got for him. 10-point win over the Sixers. Kobe likes this starting gig, it looks like. Vince Carter, that's not good. 3 for 10, and he fouled out. I haven't been paying attention to Sean Elliott. Oh, that was his first game. Just kidding. 12 points, 2 rebounds, 4 for 7, made a 3. I like it. Glenn Rice, also a former Pacer. Had 4 seasons with the Pacers as a 6th man, and then he became kind of a 7th man, and that's why I think I ended up trading him to the Sixers. We've had a lot of cool players on this team through the years. Divac I drafted, I think. Yep, he played a season and a half in Indy. He's been jumping around since then. All right, let's go see. You want to see league history? There's the MVP. So we started in the 83-84. So Magic Johnson dominated from a player perspective for the first 7 years. And then in Ewing's 6th year, he gets his first MVP, got back-to-back. Then Then we drafted Shaq, and we tried Ewing and Shaq together for half a season. And then we traded Ewing because it wasn't working very well. And Magic Johnson got MVP again, and then ever since then it was Shaq. So Shaq's pretty good. Rookie of the year, this is kind of fun to look at just to see like how many of them match up with what happened in real life. So MJ got it, then I got it with Ewing. Lynn Bias is kind of cool to see what I think he's still in the league in this. He was the second pick in real life and unfortunately didn't get to play a game. So we got 2 rookies of the year. We got Ewing, and then 7 years later got Shaq. I think these ones were real. Duncan and Iverson. I think Webber won it in '93, unless Penny did. '94 was Hill and Kidd though. 6th man, I won 3 years in a row. So this was when we drafted Gary Payton. We had the first pick in that's '90 that he was picked. Didn't want to start him over Reggie Miller, who I had at the time, nor John Stockton, who was my first ever draft pick. So he was coming off the bench, and he was amazing. And after that, we decided to start him at shooting guard once Reggie Miller got taken in the expansion draft by the Grizzlies, because that was a fun thing that happened. Defensive Player of the Year, Olajuwon has lots of them. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. It's pretty much just been them rotating around. Joe Barry Carroll got it the first year, then 3 Olajuwons, Ewing, Olajuwon, Robinson, Ewing, Olajuwon, Robinson, Olajuwon. Yeah, it's just all the same 3 people over and over again. For different teams, though, as well. Robinson got it for the Clippers, the Nets. Olajuwon's got it for the Blazers, the Celtics. I thought he got it for a third team, but no. And then Ewing's got it with the Pacers and the Lakers. Most Improved. I've never gotten this award. I'm not sure I ever will. Mourning got it because I was kind of holding him hostage as Shaq's backup there for a few years. So then he went to the Rockets and did really good things. I'm not going to look through all the NBA teams. Coach of the Year has been just straight Pacers, pretty much. So Lakers, I guess Brad Nelson's supposed to be Pat Riley, I think, or whoever was the coach in '84 and '85. We've got 3 different guys going on. So we got Wang Trapuka was our first coach. Then we amazingly hired Don Nelson. Had him win, 8 straight? And then Don Nelson, even though we gave him an offer, he signed with the expansion Raptors. So in '95-'96, the Raptors took our head coach, and the Grizzlies took our starting shooting guard in Reggie Miller. So it was not a great offseason for the Pacers. Championship-wise, we had one little mishap in the middle of this, but we had Magic win 2 Finals MVPs to kick us off. Then we made the Finals. In 7 games, the Jazz beat us with Adrian Dantley. And then since then, it's been a lot of Pacers dominate. We overtook the Lakers here. Derek Harper surprisingly won MVP. Then we had the Blazers in 4 straight Finals appearances. It's just really cool. Ewing won 3 MVPs there. Kellogg won. Then Supersonics, Ewing got it. Then we finally swept the Lakers here. So in all of these, it's always the Lakers, Blazers, or Sonics for like a decade almost. We had Pippen win an MVP. GP won the one that won over the Sonics. And in this one, it wasn't even the Pistons that beat us. It was the Hornets that kicked us out of the playoffs randomly. And then Jason Kidd, as a rookie, took the Pistons to the championship. Then we bounced back and swept the Clippers. Peyton got the Finals. That's when I learned that the person who gets handed the trophy in the game or in the animation is not necessarily the MVP, because they handed it to Shaq. But then I backed out and I said Gary Payton was MVP, so whatever. But then Shaq got the last 2. Or maybe it was this one that maybe they handed it to Shaq for both. I don't know. All I know is I was happy that Shaq got a couple. But what was really neat is in the second year that Reggie Miller was a Grizzly, he made it to the Finals against his former team. So that's a thing. League leaders. been kind of some ups and downs. Chris Webber led the league with 23 yet. Like, year before last, we had Glenn Robinson average almost 30. Rebounds, kind of all over the place. Ewing's won it twice, once with me. So I've never had the league. Oh, sorry, I did have Shaq lead it with 24.2. I kind of forgot about that. Rebounds, I had Ewing 1 year. Bill Laimbeer was dominant for 4 straight years. Assists-wise, it's been all John Stockton and Magic Johnson, and now the torch has been passed to Jason Kidd, pretty much. We'll see. I mean, Stockton's, well, he's not even averaging 10, I don't think, this year, because he's not playing as much. Steals, we had Gary Payton lead it 1 year. Jordan's led it several years. Blocks, we had Ewing in his second year, and then Shaq in his rookie year led the league in blocks per game. Minutes per game, we've never led that. Worthy, Mullen did it a lot. And then Hall of Famers, I haven't taken a look back at this in a while. So the first Hall of Famer through our simulation was Elvin Hayes. We had Kareem, Dr. J, Iceman, Moses, Dantley, English, Marquise Johnson, who was our first big acquisition in our simulation. He was a pacer for several years. Bird played a couple extra seasons. Moncrief, Bernard King, James Worthy, and Mark Aguirre were the ones last year. And that's the recap. So now, back to our regularly scheduled program of simulating hopefully some more Pacers win basketball. We do get Steve Nash back. Yeah, I was hoping that MJ might get past Kareem. To go see, I haven't looked in a while to see how close he is. But seeing how he's averaging 18 points per game, it's seeming a little less likely. Okay, I'm going to do... No, just the no KG, wherever that was. And then we've got to put the Gobster back in. So that was Carter. Whoops. We gave Elliott a little break. And then that's Carter. No, it's not Carter. This is Carter. And then, whoops. I guess I want to save this because I'm already forgetting how I did it. I think I let Elliott do that so that Carter could do all this. And then this is Kobe. 31, that's not right because he also played some of these. Let's give him that one. And where else did I go? I feel like I might have done here. Let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, it's different. I forgot. So Nash is back. That's what's throwing this off because I had Peyton playing more point guard. So now Kobe can play more small forward. 34 minutes might be one too many. Let's try 33. And then we had taken one away from Barkley somewhere. I think it was this one. And I believe we gave it here. Shaq, Ratliff, Wallace. Okay, so this now becomes, oops, save, no KG, and no Grant Hill. I know a lot of people turn off injuries for their simulation. I don't blame them. because it does take a lot of time and nobody likes to watch this rainbow screen probably, but the reason I don't turn them off is because otherwise, like, these guys would never get to play. Like, the minutes would never have to change. I'd have 80 overall Sean Elliott never getting into a ball game. We wouldn't have Kobe getting a start at this point. Like, I'd rather just deal with injuries. Alright. Now, speaking of, jeez, simulate a game and Theo Ratliff breaks his leg. So again, we have more injuries than spots to put them. I'm going to leave him active. So Ben Wallace is in everywhere Shaq's not, at center. That's how that's going to work. And then Mr. Dirk Nowitzki is going to get some minutes here. That's a little scary because he's not been good, but we will see. Give him 3 here. Barkley's going to have to take another one there. Probably there. Actually, let's do that. So Nowitzki's only at 7. Oh, wait, there's 3 over here, too. That could be Wallace. Wallace up to 27. That's too many. 8 for Dirk. His stats were just so bad. So bad when he played. Shot 29%. He played 12 minutes a game in 16 games, and it was just horrific. So we'll give him another chance. We got Ben Wallace, who's also not shooting a great percentage, but that's not really what he's known for. He's known for his defense and rebounding. So he's going to come in and play a whole bunch. We are still 10-man, right? Yes. So we got Elliott and Nowitzki in the game. One injury away from having like a Ron Harper playing. Ratliff and Garnett are going to come back around the same time, 6 to 8 weeks. We've got 6 weeks left in the season, so might work out well. Got to finish scouting here. We're done with all the real people, so it doesn't matter all that much. Still whooping on teams. Grant Hill is back. That is helpful. We're going to have to redo some of that. So now Sean Elliott probably isn't playing anymore. Although he's got a little fireball next to him. That's fun. Sean Elliott, per 36, 16.6 rebounds. You go, Sean. He's actually only 31, but he retired early in real life. I forget if he had injuries or what happened to him. Okay, so no KG is where we're starting from. We are going to not make Grant Hill play so much. Ease him back a little bit. .28 sounds good. Carter earned some minutes. We've got, that's wrong, that has to be Wallace at center, Wallace at center, Wallace at center. And then it's definitely not Dirk getting that close to finishing the game. That would be scary. But he can play. Sorry, that has to be. He can play these 3. And okay, he's at 9 this time. We're going to hope that's okay. He's in with Shaq. You would think that would be helpful. The attention's going to be on one Shaquille O'Neal. We would hope so. We can also keep forgetting to give Gary Payton couple minutes. He's been playing a lot better, so let's do that. I guess I don't want to have to save every single lineup, but I probably should save it so I don't have to spend so much time on it again once either somebody else gets hurt or somebody comes back. No KG and Theo Ratliff. Didn't think I'd be saving a rotation regarding Theo Ratliff, but I am. And is it just because I'm talking about injuries that this nonsense is happening? Why do I have so many people getting hurt? We got 3 broken legs with our big guys. What is happening? And what's stupid is that really affects like their progression in the off season too. I don't have another center to play, guys. Dirk's gonna have to play center. Yeah, really, I thought I had a good doctor. I might have to cut Dumars to get, to get a big guy. This is sad. We'll see what we can do, but I don't have, unless Grant Hill's playing power forward, I don't have 4 people that can play power forward center. It's Dirk, Wallace, and Barkley, and that's it. None of them are coming back anytime soon, so I don't think I have a choice other than to cut somebody. Trade deadline's over. There's probably no, oh my god, they're awful, awful people. Oh boy. John Amici, maybe. Manute Bull. He was on my team 3 years ago. He only played, I think, at the very end of the year. Chris Dudley. Oh boy. I would rather it be a center because I don't want Dirk playing center. And Barkley's not playing center, so. Oh boy. Abdul Nabi is somebody that can like rebound and defend, I guess, would be my goal. Rebounding. Tom Tolbert. Well, he's not a center. Greg Anderson has been on my team before as well. He's 34. $65. I mean, it could be kind of fun to see what happens if I put Grant Hill at power forward and play like a super small lineup. Chris Dudley's an amazing rebounder. He probably has no stamina, but I can't sign him either, can I? Because I have 15 players. So I'd have to cut Dumars, who is mentoring KG. Well, that's probably not going to matter because KG's leg fell off too. Okay. We'll try it. You know what? Let's just try it. I'm going to go in here. We're going to load the last lineup. No KG. TR. We're starting Wallace at center. Nowitzki's the backup. Hill's going to play pretty much the backup power forward is how that will work. Which means he's playing all of these. Which his minutes would have... I really had Hill in everywhere that... I made sure he was in wherever Shaq wasn't as like my other scoring option. Alright, well, Ben Wallace probably isn't playing 34 minutes. Scaring me how much Dirk Nowitzki's going to have to play, but that's how it's going to be. $31 and $17. We'll try that. We obviously can't do that to Grant Hill. Hill at 36. Let's just make sure all the minutes are filled in and then we'll play with it. Kobe's going to play some more. We can have I don't really want Barkley to play any more than that. Probably need Peyton to play somewhere. Let's let him come back in. I don't really want him to come back in for a minute. That would be silly. Let's do there. Kobe's at 27. Carter's at 24. He's young. He can play that long as a stretch, right? Sure. Oh boy. This is kind of scary. Alright, so this is now no... Oops. I guess it doesn't matter. No Shaq, KG, Theo. This is very interesting. We're back to 9-man. If Carter starts struggling, I guess we could put Elliott into the rotation. I need to go make Grant Hill eligible to play power forward. That'd probably be a good idea. Small forward, power forward. Nowitzki can already play center. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Well, let's see this fun. So we beat the Bucks by 30. Mookie Blaylock led their team. Jack had a wonderful game. Vince Carter had a wonderful game. I started this simulation this broadcast during halftime of the game that was on. I was thinking, no, I'll jump off and watch the end of the game, but it's probably not happening. Holy moly, Kobe Bryant, 43 points. Shaq had kind of an off night. I'm assuming that's a career high now. No, it's a season high. He got 46 last year, evidently. Whooped on the Spurs. Because I'm still planning on simulating the playoffs right now, too, so it's going to be a long sim. Charles Barkley turning back time, 25 and 11. Shaq had a nice game. Dirk came in and made a 3. Cool. And see when Shaq got hurt. He played almost all of his minutes. I think he was at 36, so it was at the end of the game when he shouldn't have been in, of course. It's another thing 2K needs to fix is the auto sub rules. Like even when I set them up, that does nothing. Like I put in bench lineup in the last 3 minutes, if up by 20. No, it doesn't matter. Nothing changes. If anybody knows how to make it work, then please let me know. We had a lot of assists. Kobe only had 6 points in that one. Rick Smits. Is he still doing good stuff? Oh yeah, 17 and 10. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to go ahead and add some injury rehabs here to the schedule. Like right here. We don't need to study film at this point. This can be injury rehab. going to do it all the time because for whatever reason, our team fatigue is 69%. That's not cool. Team system. Why are we studying films so much? Actually, individual. Switch it up here. Body work and then injury rehab. Like it matters. And sure. Alright. See how this cool lineup does. Well, there's a loss. 2 losses to the Pistons, just like that. Lost by 6 in this one in overtime. Cool. Tony Kukoc had 27, 10, and 7. Mashburn and Kidd. This team we might be seeing in the playoffs. Need GP to step it up. Hopefully Kobe can go off 40 another time. I have to see how Hill does in power forward. So 10 for 18 is good. 8 assists. Dirk 4 for 12 isn't great. We had Hill and Ben Wallace foul out, so maybe without that, game could have gone differently. Barely beat Michael Jordan's Heat by 3. Kobe went off for 27, 0 assists for some reason. Hill was decent. Peyton shot terribly. Oh boy. Jordan's 4th on this list with 10 points. He only played 26 minutes for some reason. He's now averaging 17 and a half. And then we lose by 26. Instead of 6, we lose by 26. We again can't stop Tony Kukoc. Terry Mills is up here. Kidd had 6 steals. They were 10 for 21 from downtown. Charles Barkley had another 25-11 game. That's fun. That is fun. We need Peyton to step it up. Dirk's percentage is over 30 now. That's progress, right? That's progress. Okay, well, I'm sure we're still fine in the standings, so I guess it doesn't matter all that much. We have 16 games left, so there's like no chance of the Heat catching us, but let's go another week and see if we can win some games here after the awful injuries to our big guys. In all the years here we've been simulating, nothing like this has happened, which I guess is cool. We just lost to the Lakers now. So 33-point win over the Knicks at least. And there's GP. Hill, Carter, Barkley with another double-double. We just don't have the big-time interior threat anymore with Shaq hurt. Eric Williams got 24. So this is the Ewing, and they stole Special K from me too, although it looks like he must be hurt. They've drafted Billups and Pierce in the last few years, which is pretty cool. Lakers are going to be somebody to deal with for the foreseeable future. Oh, there's Kellogg right there. I don't know why I didn't see him. He's still not retiring. He's the guy forever I said would just be a Pacer forever, and then he took less money to sign with the Lakers for some reason. Dirk second on the list, 14 points. Well, it's not going to get the job done if our leading scorer is at 16 and our 91 overall player is going 4 for 17. Barely beat the Grizzlies, only because we held them to 8 points in the fourth quarter. Reggie Miller's averaging 17. Grant Hill with a double-double. We got Barkley with 10 points. Ben Wallace probably not doing great as a starter is my guess. Well, he's actually shooting a little better. And then beat the Sixers by 7. but they're not very good. Vince Carter goes for 20. Why Gary Payton can't score more than that now that Shaq and KG are out, I don't know. Penny Hardaway with 22. Let's get to April 1st, and then we'll check the... Hey! Theo Rattles's back. Then we'll check the awards and stuff. KG's day-to-day and Shaq's 1 to 2 weeks. So KG's going to come back and play probably off the bench. Ratliff probably, well, I'd start him if he wasn't coming off an injury as well. So let's go load that crazy lineup we had. And then Ratliff is here. And then Dirk's going to play here. I think I had Hill starting. I kind of want Hill or Kobe in at any time, so Hill's got to be here. This has to be Dirk. Although, yeah, I guess that works. Keep Hill playing a little bit of power forward, I guess. Ratliff coming back and playing 17 seems kind of crazy maybe for a broken leg, but should be fine. Dirk can play here. This can be Hill and Dirk. Okay, so Hill's at 34. We took probably too many away from Barkley. Where did I do that? Here. Although, he probably doesn't need to play all that much as the season winds down. We got Kobe and Carter in a lot together. Don't know how I feel about that. Whatever. KG's about to come back and blow everything up again, so I won't even save that. We are 10-man still. Or again, I guess. Alright, beat the Bucks by 10. Hill had 18. Carter was 2 for 10. That's not good. Dirk was decent again. Double-double for Barkley. Stockton only had 5 assists. Cedric Sabalas had 29 points. Then we beat the Raptors by 20. I think they still do have Don Nelson as their coach, by the way. Michael Dickerson gets 24 as a rookie. There's Hill. So this was Ratliff coming back. He got 2 boards and a point. Alright, let's go see who won the awards in March. Any transactions? There's another real coach. So Hawks fired Moses Malone, got a fake guy. Bucks fired a fake guy and looks like promoted Herb Williams. And Kevin McHale is now their assistant head coach. Kind of neat. We got Nick Van Exel broke his ankle. I don't remember if he was on here before. Shaq's still front runner for MVP. If he comes back and plays some more, hopefully he can lock it up. He's missed several games. year looks about the same. Kobe's fallen back to 4th. I don't know what's up with that. I didn't realize he was doing worse. He did amazing in March. That's really weird. Is it because he started some games? 4 games he started hurt him? I don't know. Arvidas Sabonis is hurt. Derek Fisher's in here. Huh. Alright. Shaq got a player of the week. Rodney Rogers is in here. John Starks. Player of the month. Terrell Brandon got player of the month. Duncan gets it again in the West. Jason Williams and Michael Olowokandi gets it for the first time in the West. Okay then. Alright, we've officially clinched the East. And as well as the best record in the NBA. So, is there anybody we need to protect? Probably take a minute away from Hill somewhere. Let's do it here. And same with Peyton. And probably can take one more away from Stockton. Let's do it here. And we'll go these 2 games. We lost. Well, Shaq's back, so that should hopefully help. He's definitely not going to come back and play his 36 minutes, but he's definitely hopping right in the starting lineup. Dirk got his percentage up to 38, so he's respectable now. This is now just the no KG lineup at this point. Except Shaq. Is not playing as much. Let's take him down to 30. And then we had Barkley down a little bit. Lost 19. I don't know why I have it like that. We took one away from Hill. Let's do that there. And there. And then Nash. Okay, something like that. Shaq's going to be on a little bit of a time restriction, or minute restriction. We are 10-man, correct? Yeah. KG's day-to-day now. And he is back. Alright. Let's get him down there. KG is going to come off the bench, probably for the rest of the season. And it's like paused. There we go. Let's just go ahead and switch the roles here. He can play the second half of those quarters. And then we will let him finish games. Like that. Barkley's at 24. So Wallace in a very short time has gone from starting to not playing. I think that's going to be what we do. I'm just going to save it as like my start of my playoff lineup, I guess. Okay, so Ratliff, Nash, Carter, Wallace split stats. He did shoot better than he has all year. Ratliff, since he got back, has been doing really well. So we're going to let Ratliff be the backup. Get through this game. Oh boy, a big one over the Knicks. But the loss to the Nets hurts a little bit. This was before Shaq got back. Wallace had 12 boards as a starter, though. Barkley didn't really score. Kobe was struggling, 2 for 8, 5 for 20. Peyton, 8 for 21. We shot terrible in this game. There's that player of the month, Terrell Brandon. But then we won by 49 with Shaq and Garnett back around. Shaq comes back with a vengeance. Garnett with a huge game in just 21 minutes, 17 and 8. Barkley with a double-double. I like it, I like it. I think we'll go ahead and do the same thing for this game, and then we'll re-evaluate. 35-point win over the Mavs. Joe Smith got 28. He's averaging 17. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I tend to go back every now and then and add the videos to the playlist, so I will likely do that soon. I wish there was a way. I don't think when I go to broadcast I can just automatically have it added to the playlist, but gotta manually go back and do it. KG off the bench is looking good. Yeah, thanks. Shaq only had 18, but Kobe and Hill, great games. We shot a really good percentage in that one, over 60%. All right, let's go. Give Garnett another. Let's let him finish here. Maybe he will start at some point. Let's let. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted. Carter. No, that works. Hill doesn't need to play as much either. But I am going to let Ben Wallace play a little bit. Let's do it here. Start getting more people involved in the action here. We're now 11-man. And then I need to do more body work as well, probably here. Study film. I'm guessing that's because my team is fatigued. I don't know. I don't think I need to study film at this point on teams that don't really matter. And one last body work. All right, let's get through this back to back. There's a 31-point win over the Sixers. Glenn Rice averaging 18 a game. Shaq in just 30 minutes gets 36 points. Peyton with 22. Garnett has been super reliable since he got back from his injury. Nash had 11 assists off the bench. Hill only 6 points. 19-point win over the Jazz. Shaq is enjoying whatever's happening right now. KG with 26 off the bench. Kobe had 15. Carter only made one shot but got to the line. Hill only had 6 points again. Looks like he might be hurt. He only played 25. Please don't be hurt. He's not. Okay, let's go see. We've got 5 games left. It says Shaq is still the front runner for MVP. We're not going to take him completely out. He seems to be fine at 30 minutes. We could probably rest Barkley the rest of the season, but I don't want him to forget how to play. Just take a lot of minutes away probably. And Garnett doesn't need to play as much either. Let's just let Barkley's only going to play the first, third, and fourth, I think. Let's let Dirk come in and play some. We'll let Carter play a little bit more. Nash can take another one. Actually, that can be Carter. Let these young guys play a little bit more. Something like that. Looks fun. Barkley's down to 15. I guess he can play one more here. Alright. That change anybody? No, we're now 12-man. Get through this game. 13-point win over the Clippers. David Robinson averaging 20 and 12. Karl Malone only had 9 points. Vince Carter might be the first time he's led the team, 23. Only missed one shot. Garnett, oh, I did take minutes away, that's right. Got freaked out because he only played 20. Barkley still got up 12 shots in 16 minutes. Alright, let's go ahead and get through both of these, I think. Safe wins, 25 over the Wizards. McGrady got 36 on me, though. Peyton and Kobe lead the way. Shaq only had 14. Stockton with 10 assists. Nash had 12. Shows him up. 23 over the Magic. Garnett leads the way. Shaq only with 12 in that one. Stockton with a double-double. So did he end up getting as many as... he surpassed last year. This year, that's cool. We are going to go bench Barkley, at least. Who else missed games? Carter's played every game. Hill missed some. Barkley didn't play every one. KG only got to play 20. Oh yeah. This dynasty is no joke. Okay, I'm not benching Shaq because he's going for another MVP, but I will bench Barkley. We'll see how Garnett does back in a starting role. He's pretty old. And I'm thinking Hill, because he got hurt at some point as well. We'll give Kobe another start. We'll let Carter play some more. Those are my chosen ones. Now we'll go in and do some more fun stuff. I guess we'll start with that one. Okay. Garnett's starting. Shaq's not playing. Oh yeah, he is playing 30. Then Dirk comes in. I said Dirk, not Elliot. Actually, that should be Wallace, maybe? No, I'd rather be Dirk with Ratliff. And Wallace can play some of these. Ratliff. Sorry, I didn't expect so much of this simulation to be this silly screen, but it happens. 26 for Garnett sounds fine. Obviously can't have Kobe doing that. Let's have Carter and then Carter, Elliott, and then Carter. Let's get Ron Harper some playing time. Oh no, that's Kobe's time. I was hoping to get Ron Harper in. Maybe it won't. He could play here. Oh no, he can't. I was thinking Kobe was playing there. Oh man. He could. Oh, let's just do it. Okay, he plays here. Kobe's small forward. Okay. Okay. That could be Carter. This is Kobe. This is Carter. Actually, this is Joe Dumar's going to get to play too. Carter. And then we had Nash, Carter, Elliott, Wallace, Wallace. Okay, is that good enough? 29 for Kobe, 30 for Peyton, 30 for Shaq. Seems good enough to me. Just in case there's an injury in this last 2 games, we'll save that. Alright, what order do these guys go in? 17, 12, 11, 5, 4. And we are 13 deep. Alright, let's get through this Raptors one. Still won by 14. Don McClain, 22. Dickerson got 20 on me again. Garnett and Shaq leading the way. Shaq only missed 1 shot. Stockton still gets a double-double. Peyton also did. Kobe's 6-man hopes are just going down the toilet. Got 8 points. Dumars and Harper combined for 0 for 5, a rebound and an assist, and 2 fouls. Maybe they can score in this next one. We are going to simcast. The Bucks are not good, but it doesn't seem to. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, well, started out ugly, but Kobe leads the way with 19, Shaq with 19 and 14, Peyton with another double-double, Garnett gets a double-double, Carter with a nice game, Dirk with a nice game, Stockton 1 for 7's not very good. Harper did score, Dumars did not. Is Dumars retiring? He is. So, got to play in a couple games but didn't score. Is Harper retiring? Yes, he is. He did get to score 2 points. The Bucks swallows again. Alright, Shaq does hold on to the MVP. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Keep adding to his trophy list. We got Paul Pierce, Rookie of the Year for the Lakers. Sixth man goes to Dikembe for the Lakers. He averaged almost 30 minutes a game. Started 15 games. He was backing up Patrick Ewing, so I guess they were playing them up both on the court a lot. Guessing they led the league in blocks. Defensive Player of the Year, David Robinson has won that I don't know how many times. It's his 4th now. Most Improved goes to Keith Van Horn for the Hornets. And Pacers Billy Cunningham, Coach of the Year. Executive of the Year is the Nets GM Ryan Johnson. That was Shaq's 6th straight MVP. First team, we got Shaq with his 6th straight. Weber with his 5th. Duncan with his 1st. Marbury with his 1st. He was 2nd team last year. And Kidd gets his 4th straight. Second team, Tim Hardaway tore his MCL, but he's 6-time second team, but 9 overall. Iverson gets his 2nd, McDyess, Kemp his 1st All-NBA ever, and Robinson hasn't gotten it the last couple of years, but back on it. Third team, there's Gary Payton. He was 2nd team last year, but mostly been 3rd team. John Starks was 2nd team several years ago, but 3rd team this year. Glenn Robinson's been kind of all over. Abdur-Rahim was 2nd team last year. And Sabonis, for the first time in 7 years, makes an All-NBA team. So I don't know where Akeem Olajuwon is. Defense. First team, there's Jordan with his 3rd second team All-Defense. Only 6 total. He has not made an All-NBA team since 1994. That's sad. Starks. Shaq got one. That's only the 2nd time he's made it. They're both in the last 3 years. Antonio Davis is on this list. He was in it in 95. All rookie. Those are the top 5 Rookie of the Year candidates, if I recall. Second team, we couldn't get Vince Carter in it somehow. That's interesting. I would have thought, well, Doliak started, so Birdman, I think, did too. Hard to beat that. We will be playing the Chicago Bulls. I'm curious where this ended up. The Pacers have 5 picks potentially in the top 10, it looks like, but potentially not the first pick. Brand and Francis look like they might, either one might go first. The Grizz are the top seed in the West, so it could be Reggie Miller coming from the West again. In the East, I'm a little afraid of the Pistons. They beat me a couple times. The Nets also beat me. Heat have Michael Jordan, so nothing's going to be easy. And the Bulls, I think, beat me at some point too, so oh boy. But I've not done this in a while, but because this simulation has gone so long, I'm going to stop here and I'll pick up the playoffs probably later today. But I want to see how the playoff games are going in real life. Also need to eat some dinner. So thanks for tuning in. It's been fun. Hopefully we can have an injury-free playoff run to another championship. So till later, Shoeshaq Redemption's out.